Hey, are you a Euro USD trader that struggles when it comes to the direction of the day? Now, by the end of this live stream, you'll be able to determine direction of the day on the Euro USD all by yourself. Now, I'll be sharing exactly how you're going to be able to do this all by yourself. And basically, I'm also going to be sharing what kind of strategy I use when determining this direction of the day. Now, for me, I use my 50% win rate strategy that gives me a 1 to 4 risk to reward ratio. So it is a very profitable strategy. And if you're an ardent follower here, you know that this is a very profitable strategy. And if you happen to get some value from this particular live stream, do not forget to like, subscribe, and as well share this maybe with someone out there that lacks clarity when it comes to direction of the day on the Euro USD. Now, in case you're wondering who I am, my name is Gani, and I've been trading the Euro USD particularly for 4 years now, and it is my pair of choice because of some reasons that I'm going to just share with you. Number one, it is a very stable pair because Europe and the United States, these two countries, they have so many transactions happening between them on every single day. So it is one of those very stable pairs, and I would highly recommend it, especially if you're a beginner, if you're just starting out. It's one of those stable pairs that you should be trading as a beginner trader. So it is my pair of choice, and I found it to be very profitable according to me. So it is one of those that I highly recommend. And then the other thing, it has very low spread, so you're not going to be massively slipped. Most of the times, with the brokers that we use, they tend to, increase slippage on most of the entries that you make in the market. So it is one of those pairs that has very low slippage. So definitely you are going to be enjoying the benefits of trading this particular pair. So that is the Euro USD. It is one of the most stable pairs, and it is the world's most traded pair. So definitely, if you are looking for a forex pair to trade, the Euro USD would be my #1 recommendation. So thank you so much, guys, for joining. Thank you to whoever is joining right now. If you are joining me for the very first time, I greatly appreciate you taking your time, because every Monday to Friday I get onto these live streams to share what I believe the direction of the day is going to be like on the Euro USD. Now, to do this, I do it every single morning. That is 8:30 a.m. my local time. That's East African time. But if you're using the New York time, that's exactly at 1:30 a.m. So yeah, so that's the time I always get onto these live streams to be able to share with you guys what I believe the direction of the day is going to be like on the Euro USD. So in case you're someone out there and you lack daily bias, you want to know exactly or get to have your daily bias, definitely this is the live stream you should be catching every single morning. So thank you to whoever's joining right now. In the comments, let me know, where are you watching from right now? Where are you getting this from? So let me know where you are watching from right now. I would like to know exactly where you're watching from. So thank you to whoever is joining. I appreciate you taking your time and joining me every single morning. I greatly appreciate as I share the direction of the day on the Euro USD every single morning. So thank you. So tell me, where are you watching from? I would like to know. I would like to know exactly where you're getting me from every single day as I share the direction of the day. So yeah, so that is it. And for me to be able to get onto the chat, or before I even get onto the chat, usually there's some kind of routine I'd like to go through. And one of those things I like to do is to check on the fundamentals of the day. So what does the fundamental side look like for the day? Now, for the reason I do this is simply because I would like to know exactly what price might do later in the day, because as these fundamentals drop, most of the times price gets to move, so many pips, maybe to the top or to the bottom, or basically price generally moves much faster or bigger during these news times. And basically this enables me, make or take certain decisions as I trade the market. So right about now, if we are to look at the screen right there, there's this particular website called forexfactory.com. It's the website I use to actually determine or basically know exactly how I'm going to manage my trades through these fundamental news events, especially the red folder news events. Now, I filtered this website to only share or show me the red folder news events. And if I'm to look at today, which is 18th of October 2024, there's actually no red folder news event. So this basically means I will not be worried about anything. I'll be able to trade through the day without any trade management. Now, the reason you like to know or you want to know that there are basically the time these fundamentals are going to be dropping is simply because for me, I use them to actually, manage my trades. If I have a trade on, what I do most of the times, if it's a red folder news day, before this red folder news event happens, at least 5 minutes before it happens, what I like to do is go onto the chart and move my stop to break even. This is the best way I manage my trades so that I'm not massively slipped in case maybe that particular trade happens to go against me. Like, for example, yesterday we had retail sales, and I called that direction very well. And so if you happen to stay in that trend through that news event, definitely you must have gotten slipped, as this news event was released at exactly 8:30 a.m. New York time. But if you actually had moved your stop to break even, definitely you would have saved yourself, because these guys or these brokers happen to increase their slippage. They can increase it maybe to 10 pips. Sometimes they even increase it. You might get slipped maybe 15 pips more. So for you to avoid all this kind of drama, you do not have to go through this, because all you need to do is move your stop to break even, and then this way you will be saved, or you will save yourself from all this trauma that comes with losing a trade, not because you are reckless, but simply because you didn't do the right thing. So let me try and sort my camera out. Let me try and work on that right now so that we can continue with this. Let me try and do this so that you guys are able to see exactly what I'm seeing on my end. Okay, so basically what I'm trying to say is that sometimes you might get or end up getting slipped more than you actually earlier anticipated to risk on that particular trade. Let's say if you predetermined to maybe risk 10 pips as a day trader, you might end up getting slipped maybe 15 or 10 pips more. This can happen. So for you to avoid this, I highly recommend you actually move your stop to break even so that you don't go through such scenarios. So that is it basically, and we are going to be getting onto the chart, or maybe before you even get onto the chart, let me show you exactly how you can filter this particular website to only show you the red folder news events. So all you need to do is come to this option right here. This is the filter option. So once you're there, the price is going to basically the website is going to show you this. So you can select red folder news event. For me, I also selected the calendar holidays. So in case there's a bank holiday, I like to select that as well, so that I'm shown when price is actually what price is going to be doing on a calendar holiday. So basically, then I also selected all these event types. So I selected all of them. Then when it comes to the currencies, I selected the EURUSD so that I'm able to see exactly what's going to happen on the two currencies. Then I apply this filter, and then I'm able to be shown exactly what is going to be happening on each and every single day. Now, if you're a new trader out there, as a new trader, you need to understand that this is a career that you chose that is not an easy career. I must say, for me as a person, this is one of those, it is basically the hardest thing I've ever tried. Now, I'll tell you, I've done so many things in my life, but this is the hardest thing I've ever attempted to do. And I must say, I'm glad I chose this career path because it's not for everyone. So many people out there love to actually get into trading, but maybe 2, 3 months down the road, they find it's not for them. So they go try out other things. I'll give you different paths. Maybe today, let me tell you something that one of the things or the hardest things I've ever done is actually going bodybuilding. And I found it as a tricky thing to do because it requires consistency, it requires discipline, it requires you to eat well and follow your follow each and everything that you do, right from eating, how you sleep, and all that. And trust me, this was not as hard as trading that I'm doing today because for me, when it came to bodybuilding or basically just working on my body, what I require, this took me about 6 months for me to really see changes. But with trading, it took me close to 1.5 years before I started seeing real results. So you can imagine the difference there. So if you're out there and you are a beginner trader, understand that this is not going to take just a short time. This is going to take some time, especially if you are not putting in the work, if you are not staying on the chart, if you're not working on your psychology, if you're not working on your risk management, if you do not have a good strategy like the one I'm going to share here for free, please, this is going to take you some time. So brace yourself for that so that you're ready and you don't, you don't feel bad in case what you're aiming for doesn't come as fast as you think it would have come. So brace yourself for all that negative emotion, all that bad feeling. Brace yourself for that because it's going to come at some time, especially if you came into this just for the money. Trust me, you are going to get to a time where things will become so tough. So basically, this is something I needed to share with someone out there. Now, without any further ado, let's get onto the chart to show you exactly what I think or where I think price might be going for today. So now today being the 18th of October 2024, what do we have on the chart now? Maybe before I even get onto the direction of the day, you need to understand that when it comes to the strategy I trade, because I'm going to share everything about this strategy, all you need to do is basically, or maybe what you need to understand is that with this strategy, it bases off the previous day's price action. Now, it's from the previous day that we are able to determine the direction of the day. Now, the previous day's price action was this. Remember, we had retail sales. That was the cause of this very big candle right here, this very big bearish candle right there. So it caused price to move in this direction. So what then happened, or what did we have next? So basically, with this kind of strategy, it is a strategy that bases off the previous day's price action. So from the previous day, I like to look at what I call areas of interest. Now, an area of interest can either be an order block, it can be a fair value gap, or this could be, an equal high or equal low, because what price usually on the next day likes to do is to tap back into these areas. The price likes to tap into these areas, maybe pick some liquidity there, and then this is when price reverses in the opposite direction, and price keeps doing this over and over again. I've told you this is a 50% win rate strategy with a 1-to-4 risk to reward ratio. So what does this mean? This basically means that for every This basically means that for every 10 trades I take, at least I expect 5 of those trades to be winners. Now, when it comes to the sequence of wins and losses, this is not predetermined. It can come in any way. You might lose maybe 5 trades in a row and then end up, having 5 trades next, or you might get a win loss, a win loss, a win loss like that. It can happen in any way. So it is the type of strategy that I trade, but I know that out of 10 trades, at least 5 of those should be winners. So basically, this is the type of strategy I trade, and I've traded it for the longest time, guys. So I'm telling you, it's a very profitable strategy. So if you are out there and you lack a strategy to trade, I mean a profitable strategy to trade, definitely this is the strategy that you can take yourself home with and start trading it yourself. So then, having known exactly how the strategy is executed, what exactly are we going to be looking at for today? Now, today, you can see right here, this is what we have for today as price action. So what I'm going to be looking out for is basically on this lower side right here. So when we see here, we can see that price actually made this as its low. Let me try and zoom out so that you see this very well. This was the low of the day yesterday right here. So this was the low. So what do I expect? If from the low of the day, do we have any kind of area of interest from the low of the day yesterday? We do have maybe an order block right here. So we have an order block which has just led to this change of character. So we have an order block right there. So what does this mean? Remember, we look for an area of interest from the previous day, and having this order block. So what I would expect is for price to actually come out this particular level, collect stops resting below this order block. Once it has done that, then I would expect price to move to the upside. That is scenario one. So key level to look at is this particular level right here at 1.08212. So I would expect price to actually come, take out this level, and then once it has taken it out, I would expect price to move to the upside. And then if this doesn't happen this way, the other key level I'll be looking at is this right here. Reason being, I have a big fair value gap here. So what I expect is for price to tap into this fair value gap. And once it has tapped into it, then I would expect price to reverse to the downside. So this is what I mean. So I basically expect price to tap into that level. I expect price to reverse to the downside. So if price, taps into this fair value gap, then I'll be going short on the EURUSD today. So basically, this is what I'm looking at for today, the 18th of October 2024. Hope you guys are following. Hope you guys are seeing exactly what I'm saying. So this is exactly how I'm going to be trading for today, the 18th of October 2024. So now when it comes to entry, how do I exactly enter? When it comes to entry, I like to actually, because you can see this this analysis, I've done it on the 1 hour time frame. But when it comes to entry, what I like to do, if price gets to either this level or this level, what I do, once price has taken out any of those two levels, then I drop down to the 5-minute time frame, and this is where I do my executions from. And when it comes to entry, I like to actually look out for what I call an inversion fair value gap. This is a commonly used term in the trading industry. Now, what an inversion fair value gap is, it's basically when price or a price candle basically overlaps or covers a previously existing basically it covers a previously existing fair value gap. So let's say if we had a bullish let me try and show you this. Let me zoom in on this. So for example, if we had a bullish fair value gap like this right here, let me try and mark it out so that you guys can see it very well. For example, this candle right here had a bullish fair value gap right there. It's a small one. That's why I had to zoom in. And then what did price do? This big candle right here came and overlapped or covered that price. It basically came and filled it came filled this particular fair value gap. It overlapped it. So that's what I call an inversion fair value gap. So once I see that form on the 5-minute time frame, then that's like my entry signal. Once I see that, I know it's now time to make an entry. So basically, this is exactly what I look out for before I make an entry. And yeah, so basically that is it. And when it comes to the stop loss, I use 10 pips as my stop loss, and the take profit, I always use 30 pips as my TP. And I also like to squeeze this to a 1-to-4 risk to reward ratio so that I'm able to make some extra profits from the market. So basically, this is how I trade, or this is what I'm going to be looking at for today. In the comments, in case you do have any questions, you can go over there and let me know exactly what you want, me to answer you back. So you can go over there and leave your question in the comment section. And as well, if you enjoyed this live stream, if you found some value from this live stream, please like this live stream and as well share it maybe with a friend or colleague that struggles to find direction of the day when it comes to the Euro USD. So guys, also remember, do not over risk on your trades. Don't try and live only for today. The markets are not going away. One trade can't make you rich. So try and take the simple and small steps. That's how you're going to get to whoever or to wherever you want to get. So basically, this is it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed this. In case you did, please give me a like. Let me know exactly how you felt about this. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you taking your time every single day and joining me. Have yourselves a great day.